Good morning, Freedom Tour 2024. We're at episode 21. What is up, everyone? Is it even 71? I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Yeah, episode 71. Sorry about the thumbnail in the last one. I love 69 so much I forgot to change it. Ooh, my guy's shuffling my walk today. That's good. Nice and early. All right, Monday. Monday is always the day, hey? We get to collect. I think based on the fact that my main account has fallen into silver, and that's really unfair for anyone in silver. I think that maybe they need to figure something out with that. I need to go to settings here. Just a second. I need to snooze so my phone doesn't keep going off. There we are. 50 gems is good. Where did we leave off on this beauty? Oh my god, everything's just going to keep popping up. What do we got? What's in the news? Let's check what's going on in the content creator world. Definitely not anything crazy going on. I've had some news about up-and-coming events featuring champions from Lady Mikaj Fusion. Ooh, that's nice. I only need one on my main. What's the embargo on this? 3 p.m. UTC. That's 40. Yeah, we're good. A little bit right away. So, okay. What do we got? This Tuesday, January 9th, we're planning a progressive chance event, giving you a 15-time chance to summon champions of your choice from the selected pool. Well, good. They're good to see they're not going to that well again. From the selected pool from Ancient, Primal, and Sacred Shards, 1 slot Legendary Champions, Kira the Watcher. 1 slot Epic Champions, Delaja, Lysenia, and Aelfrig. At the same time, there's going to be a guaranteed champion event. 40th Ancient Shard, you can get Lochwain. Remember, if you do happen to summon Lochwain, the event will end before the 40th Shard. Also, on Wednesday, January 10th, we are planning on launching a progressive chance, getting you a 15 times chance to summon champions of your choice from the selected Ancient, Primal, Sacred. Tatsu and Moonbeam, Feargun Isabel, and Endelia. Oh, excuse me. So, at the same time, there's a guaranteed champion event for Weregrin on your 25th Void Shard. If you get him before your 25th, the event will end. All events last 24 hours. So, yeah. So, basically, it's get yourself Mikaj. So, you've got 2 guaranteed. You've got a 40th Shard and a 25th Shard for Lochwain and Weregrin. By the way, if you have a Lochwain, it's still worth doing because Lochwain's really good. He's probably my favorite epic damage dealer from the new faction. You've obviously got a couple others that have some turn meter manipulation debuff. I love that, of course, but just for pure how much damage output, he's really good. So even if you have one, if you have the shard, I mean, I don't know how anyone has shards. There's like everything's going on all the time. I guess if you're a spender. Yeah. And then, unfortunately, I need one, and they're not doing anything for it. How is it that I'm getting screwed like this? There's no Asthma is the one I need. Asthma. That's the only one they don't have. They have Kira, but it's a progressive for legendaries. So that doesn't help me. I got Tatsu, so I don't need any of that. I've already got Lochwain. I've already got Weregrin. So literally, it doesn't matter for me. Great. But it does matter for Amanda. She needs Delaja. So that's good. She'll be able to get Delaja. Oh, there's a specialist summoned pool. Well, that's... God, are we... just get as much money as you can. Oh, they put that little son of a gun in there. I wanted her, but there's a lot of things I want in life. By the way, how do you like the new setup? You can actually, I've got some memorabilia right there. I've got the poster. You can still see half the poster, but you can see now the Fallout 4. It's actually a mat. It's a computer mat, but I like it up there. Just something different. I thought you guys would like it. Where are we on progression now? Let's see. We brought to so these two are 6-star, and we 6-starred Nagoro because, like I said, I'm not delaying any further. We're pushing our faction wars, and this is the first faction. I don't think I'll need Fenchi. I feel like Fenchi is a repetition. I think he's really good. He's really good for clan boss potentially, but because I already have Swirin, who's the same affinity, and does kind of the same thing and more. If you check out Fenchi, he's doing the poisons. He's doing multi-hitters, right? The speed doesn't matter. The target's turn meter doesn't matter. He's got the big poisons here. I just don't see him bringing anything new to the table that she's not bringing, and she's bringing more to the table. She's got the decreased defense, a weaken, and then, of course, the 50% chance of poisons. And we have her fully mastered. We've been working on masteries quite a bit. You see Mordecai. You see we fully fleshed out. It wasn't. I think Venom already had. I'm missing one still for Deacon. I don't know if I need it. But we got full masteries on Xena now. We have the most important mastery on Armiger right now. I did go with Helm Smasher. I kind of flip-flop back and forth, but I think that's going to be the way to go. He doesn't need the other two masteries, I don't think, because he's not laying any. I mean, yeah, so he's not doing anything that needs the extension. So I could stop there, which is awesome. And we're almost down. We're at the last. We're at the past the halfway mark on Nagoro. So that's good. We're probably going to use energy to finish him up. We are. Sorry for the no music, by the way. I just didn't cue it up, and now we're 7 minutes in. It'd be weird to start the music, so we can do without music. So we're 1 week. Oh my God, we've got 1 week, 4 days to build the new team out for Shadowkin. So it seems like a lot of room. We also got forced up. I don't know why or how, but bless it. I think I want another. I think we go with another fragment there. Slowly working on getting. Where are we at now? 14 fragments. I've not done any Fire Night tournament. I think I probably am done. Yeah. The champion, we can do a little bit more in the training event. But what do we need? Upgrade artifacts. Okay. So there's another fusion coming, obviously. We have not received any deck on that. We'll see what news is tomorrow. I'm going to be posting something for tomorrow on this channel, just so you're all aware. Probably something with my main. We're probably going to do every day this week because we're home based. Not home based. We're going to be out every day, but we're not staying anywhere. Legendary book. That's nice. That was cryptic and made no sense. What I'm trying to say is, I am working already it's like 8 a.m. You tryhards. I can come in here some mornings, and it's void, and it's like 10% of the thing gone. And then the next day I come in, and it's already. Well, whatever. I don't know if there's anything. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Maybe not. It's just teasing me now. All right. It does feel different without the music. What do you think, dude? I feel like I need the music. I don't even know why I asked you guys, because half you guys are haters. And you can barely hear the music anyway nowadays. I just put it pretty low. By the way, does that drive anyone else crazy when creators are back scrolling on the middle button when they're playing the game and you get the jerk, 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 jerk? Oh my God. Certain content creators, Ash, do it all the time. It's like, stop, please. You're going to cause me a seizure or something. Also, I'm running my camera, which is a Canon M200, in 4K, but it's 23 frame. Not 24 frame, not 30, 23. Which it is. Like, that's what the specification is for some god-awful reason. But it's finicky now. Like, sometimes I can't use it. Like, it doesn't want to recognize it. And I'm using the 4K, the Elgato 4K stick to capture. And sometimes it's on. And sometimes, like, it took me like a good 20 minutes, it feels like, just to get it to show. It's weird. It just doesn't want to recognize, and then suddenly it does. And then when it does, it's fine. But, like, for example, I went to bed. That's all I did. I didn't turn off my computer. There was no updates. There was no nothing. And I came by this morning, obviously, and I fired up OBS, Streamlabs, whatever I'm using, Streamlabs, which I use because it's easier for multi-streaming, in case you guys are wondering. I also have OBS, but it is what it is. And my video wasn't working. And so I had to play around. And now it is working. But it was like I had to fix something on my little showcase here. I gotta have music. It feels weird. All right. For the second half, I'll have music. Then you have you have an A/B test. You can decide whether you like or not. Let's go by mood. Laid back. That sounds like. And then I always sort by popular because there's some yikes stuff in here. All right. This should be laid back, everyone. Except for that's really loud for me. There we go. We haven't really progressed in this. I'm still 3 key to 4 key depending on RNG. I'm hitting between 12 and 15 million on Nightmare. I'm not sure what I need to do. Here's what comes. A 6% chance RNG right there. Like, he did not get a proc and he's dead. And so that's the beginning of the end of the run, because then I lose my leech. And of course, when I lose my leech, most of my champions stop healing because I've decided to opt for. So I need to figure out, to progress, do I just need to do more damage, or do I need to do, now this is a bad example because it's Spirit Affinity. Is it the lack of a tune that's messing with my damage? Is it just better gear? Or is it faster? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's the next progression on this team. Obviously, pulling a champion that will activate Unkillable would be, or counterattack. Those would be the two game changers, right? A counterattack or an Unkillable champion would change everything. But I'll do the other key later. So why don't we take a look at those champions, and you guys can tell me. I suspect it's still just a gear thing, in which case I should, I've got a bunch of time to worry about faction wars. But here's the team. So we got 44,000 4K defense on Kyoku, who's obviously not the first one dying. Suiren, we've got 3,500 attack, 2,100 defense. This is, I think, so what do I do here? Do I start, like, I just need to really start pushing gear on her to make her do more, because she's got plenty more to give in attack, but she's going to die quickly too so do I push her to 4K defense and try to get 4K attack? Do I even have that? I don't know if I do. Will I ever have that? I don't know. But I do have her in stalwart, so I do at least mitigate some damage. Venno, who is the last one I think still in lifesteal, yeah. Just because the lifesteal gear was there. 2,500 defense. I can push defense. We can push HP. Do we need to push attack on Venno? Because most of her damage is coming from poisons. But what is that even, like, so where's the damage push here? Is it just survivability for more turns? Because, I've always been 37,000 HP, 4,200 defense is my sweet spot. A champion like this would be a perfect example to do that, because most of my damage is coming from poisons, so I'm not so worried about balancing actual damage like we are with Suiren. Same with Deacon. Deacon's survivability, 3,400 defense, 42,000 HP. We can push that defense. Then we push attack on him after that. Obviously, I love Ayla. I actually really like Ayla, and I think I'm gonna find uses for her in other areas of the game. But I think Clan Boss, she's just an opportunity for now, because she does have a heal. She does have a 2-turn block debuff, but because this extra turn is random and it's on the A1, therefore I can't control it. It really makes, it's her passive, the 12% instant turn. I think she's gonna be really good for me for Hydra. I think where I'm manualing a lot, I think she'll be really handy. But obviously we need some more books into her before any of that happens. We need these cooldowns. She's got the increased accuracy, which is nice. She has a sleep. If I can get that on the 3-turn, that means that might be some movement on the Sand Devil as well. Because she also has an A1 that restores destroyed max HP. So it restores destroyed max HP of this champion or the ally with the most destroyed HP by 25% of their destroyed max HP. So that seems like a good thing. Who else am I using? And of course, same. This is kind of the same story as the rest. I have her. I'm pushing her defense. Do we start pushing her attack as well? I don't know if I have that. Should I be getting everyone in stalwart? Should I try to start pushing some people in the new gear? I don't know if I even have any good. What's that stuff called? Defiant. Do I start looking at some of this Defiant gear? Is that going to make sense? Like, what are the stats? It's been so long. What are the stats that's going to push this comp to its max? If I can get a 4-key Ultra Nightmare as my end game with this comp, assuming I don't get counterattack or unkillable, then I'm gold, right? I don't know if I can get there, but that would be kind of the ultimate end game. Obviously, getting a 2-key Nightmare team would be... I don't know if this team can do an Ultra Nightmare, but I know that a 2-key Nightmare team is... A 1-key Nightmare team, honestly, is in the cards eventually. I've done it before. So I just got to... I know that pushing the gear is one thing, but is that really... am I going to get the returns I think? What are your thoughts? I guess this is my total thought. With the team I have, because there's no one else on my roster right now that's going to make a huge Clan Boss difference. I think we can all agree on that. There's no one here that's like, oh, well, if you use Ugo instead of, then you're going to get 2-key. No, Ugo's amazing. She's on the list. When I start pushing Hydra, I'll definitely bring her up. but she's not going to do anything I'm not already getting. Maybe you could argue the cleanse with Reliquary Tender, because then if I cleanse the stun, that's going to keep my Deacon alive because he's going to give him more chances to heal up. So maybe we take her to 6-star after we get our Shadowkin team completed. Maybe she's on the list for that. And of course, because she's a rare, she's already been skilled up, so that's easy enough. That might be an option. She doesn't work for Spirit Affinity because I can't get that kind of I can't get her on a 12-to-1 pace. Well, 3-to-1. So we won't be able to use her there, but at least I can use her on the other affinities to cleanse the stun. She'll put heals out, but she got 0 damage, so we are pulling full damage back. And I think if I want to just do more damage throughput, I would have to move away from Kaoku. But without Kaoku, I don't have her Ally Protect, which is on a 4-turn, but she gets an extra turn. So really, it's a 3-turn. So, I mean, I guess the other thing would be I haven't really touched her in a long time. That sounded improper. But I could actually just tune the team so that at least she's always got the Ally Attack up. Ally Protect up for the A1, A2. Maybe that's what I need to do. When I start looking at rebuilding any of these champions, I'm going to tune them as well. Because, like, she's too slow. He's a little fast. Well, he breaks the tune. I might have to take Deacon out, but I don't know how to do that because of the leech. I've kind of pigeonholed. Wow, that's inappropriate this early in the morning. But of course, no shame. I need to replace Leech. I need to replace him. Obviously, he's OP. I've tried replacing him in the past, and the thing is the extra turns that I get, the extra because of the turn meter, outweighs having everyone perfectly tuned. So I don't know. Maybe I need to figure out how to tune him in a typical team. Like, can I slow Kaioku down considerably? Because I don't think I need Kaioku in my other teams now. I probably use her in Ice Golem. Oh no, I use her in Fire Knight as well because she can get multi-hitters once we get some debuffs up. I don't know. There's so much to consider. So I think rather than just trying to figure it out, we're just going to call it a day. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on Clan Boss, where to go from here. I honestly, from a Clan Boss perspective, I don't think there's any champion that's like, I mean, Lady Queelan maybe you could argue would give you some kind of boost. I mean, going for Rosin, which is I'm nowhere near, so that's not like I don't know, there's so many different things here. What's going on? Like, I'm still 1, 2, 3 champions shy. Oh god, I think I had him before. Did I have Channeler? Rocktooth I did have before. I fed him, but I know that I can farm him. I can't farm Channeler, and I can't farm. So we're 2 away from fusing Rosin. I think putting Rosin in there would be good. I mean, it kind of wastes Swirin because that's her main deal, but because he's a defense-based champion, he's going to last longer. He's got the triple hitter. I don't know. That might be a thought eventually. One day. I'm just curious as to that progression. I haven't really tried any other. There's no other area I'm trying to progress. I'm really just going faction wars and trying to improve because I've got the level 20 dungeons. I've got level 25 spider. I usually do 24. I'm not ready to start progressing in Necropolis or Grove. And faction wars is kind of my end game here. So it's really just I'm going to pick this off and then we're probably Knights Rev is our next one. So then we'll just keep pushing. Do we have to do gear swapping for that? Maybe, but that's where we're at. So that's all I have for you today. Have a happy Monday. I hope you have a happy Monday. I hope you have a happy Tuesday as well. We'll see you tomorrow, probably on the main account. Maybe just recapping Centranos, I think, is probably what I'm going to do tomorrow. Just a nice little video on the main account talking about the Cursed City. I think I'm going to try to run an all-epic Centranos. So we've got 3 days until it resets. I think I'm going to try on hard on my main account to run all epics everywhere and anywhere I can. There will be some caveats in places where I don't have enough champions to make that work. I'll allow myself legendaries, or if there's some kind of exclusionary that I have to. So obviously, if there's places that I need to use legendaries because I don't have the champion or whatever the case may be, there might just leaving that open for cases where I have to do that. And then I'll prioritize login champs over random pull champs. So I think that'll be fun. I don't know how far I'll go. We'll go as far as we can, and then we'll try to mop it up. I don't think I'll necessarily try that on the boss, but we'll see if we can put together an epic team against the boss. We don't know what the boss is going to look like next turn, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, that's all I have for you. Kind of be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.